Hello everybody, how's it going? Hello to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subbing to me. I really appreciate it very, very much. And for all you people who don't know, because lately I haven't been making some changing videos, this is Faith. She is the first reborn doll that I made, and her birthday is July 1st. And believe it or not, little Faith here is going to turn 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old. Yes. I have another kit of her and her sister, her twin sister. But this little girl here has meant absolutely the world to me. Yes. A beautiful lady on Facebook sent me her kit, and because of my first reborn doll, Hope, that I bought as a custom, was pretty bad actually. I still have her. Yeah, it's just that she wasn't painted very well from what I was hoping, that I was expecting from somebody who said they'd been making reborn dolls for 5 years. It was not painted very good, not very realistically, and she had this stamp on her forehead, like you could see the outline. It was just a red mark, a red stamp on her forehead. It wasn't blended, it wasn't even like Faith here, and this is my first. She had no details like Faith. Like, I knew I could do better, and I cried because, you know, it was a lot of money for me to spend. I think I spent like $350 on her, and my heart completely broke. And I don't know, this lady online, I don't know, she's been a blessing in my life, because I don't think, if I didn't have her to give me what she gave me from her heart, I don't think I would be in this community. I mean, I'm here because of certain people I saw online on YouTube, but my first dealings with people were on Facebook, and some of it wasn't so good, and some of it was a blessing. Same thing with YouTube. Some people were a blessing, have been a blessing, and other people have broken my heart, and other people have just destroyed me mentally in this community. So I've decided to stay away from crazy. I have my own issues, but I decided being autistic doesn't make me crazy, but there are crazy people in this community, and I decided that I'm staying away from them. So, and it's made me somewhat of a lot more happier person. Plus, I'm on some new medications for depression, anxiety. Some days they work, sometimes they don't work. I still have PTSD. That will be a lifetime battle. I still react by jumping to things. Like, I'll give you an example what PTSD is when you're trying to survive it. I'm sitting on the porch and a plastic bag will move from the bottles I collect, that I've been saving in the corner by my house to take in, and the bag will flip. It'll catch the corner of my eye, and I literally jump out of my skin and my heart pounds. I have a bad reaction to things like that, and it makes me scared, it makes me jumpy, it makes me feel uneasy. And that's a reaction, parts of the reactions of having post-traumatic stress disorder. I also don't get close to people anymore. I know probably people are wondering why I don't talk to them anymore, or I don't converse the way I used to. Is because I don't feel safe anymore. I've talked to my doctor, and she says I probably need some grief counseling as well, because I'm grieving the loss of people that I was close to, that I loved and cared for, and I'm feeling that loss, and I can't seem to get past the grieving process of it. So I need to understand it, and I need to learn to let go. So if people are wondering why I don't communicate as much as I used to people, it's because I'm suffering, and I'm just barely hanging on, if that makes any sense to you guys. The painting of the gnomes has helped me quite a bit, because I really don't have, let's put it this way. Over the years, people have promised me with their friendships that I thought they liked me. Turned out they used me, and they used Reborn Doll kits to get close to me. And basically they lied to me. They've lied to me about sending a Liam girl, like done, years ago, to get close to me, to only cause me harm. Promised me, because I've wanted, like, I have 2 Saskia kits because I bought those, and that's like everything. I love the hobby. But there is so much pain involved in this hobby that has hurt me, broke my spirit. And it keeps happening, that people are lying to me to keep me quiet. Because I have proof of everything I've ever said in the last 5 years in YouTube, of what people have done to me. And I don't talk about it anymore, because I'm just trying to have fun. Try to get back to where I was before I met a lot of people that have hurt me. And I'm just trying to get back that the joy and the wonder and the artistic side of me when it comes to the hobby, and to find my heart. And painting the gnomes this year has helped me a lot, just artistically, because to get back to where I started before I had Reborn Dolls. And I used to go to the ceramic places in the city, and on weekends, on Wednesday nights, and I would pick up a piece, you're talking 25, almost 30 years ago as well, like a long time ago. And I would pick up a piece and I would paint it, and I loved doing it, and I made lots of things. Not many survived. I still have my green frog outside. I think that's the only thing that survived so far over the moves and stuff, and things like that. And so that's where I started. And when I got Hope, and I cried for months, because I took her out of the box, and her nails, like, she wasn't even sealed, and I swear her nails were just like, that stuff when you whiteout, like it just crumbled off her fingers. And when I when I called, when I text the lady on Ontario, so I'm gonna put this on, Faith. This is what I got from Caroline. You can watch below the box opening. This is the only Peter Rabbit thing I think I have, and it's so soft. So I'm gonna put this on Faith. And then so I cried, and I texted her, and I called her. I can't remember. And I told her, like, I want my money back. Like I mean, I said to her, her paint's falling, like her nails fell right out of the box. They fell off, and the red, the red part, like it was rubbing off and everything. And she told me it was my fault, that I was changing her too much. I just had her out of the box, like, and her nails came off. Like, these white things, like the tips of their nails. Like, look at Faith's nails. Like, I wasn't the best painter at first, but look at her nails. And these are 5 years old, and she still has her nails. Hope's nails came off as soon as I took her out of the box. I touched them and they peeled off. Like, they flaked off. Like I said, it was like whiteout paint. And she told me it was my fault, and I burst into tears, and she blocked me. And so, yeah. And I was really upset, and I didn't, wait from the get-go. And well, people saw me online and saw my doll, and I would explain the story. And well, this lady, beautiful lady, she texted me and asked me for my address. And Faith was in the box with a couple of paints and a note that said to paint her and to send her photographs when she's done. And while I was painting her that winter, I was very sick as well. It turned out I had a pulmonary embolism. So I was on death's door as well. So I was painting her, and I was on oxygen and things like that, because, I was a pretty sick girl. So I painted her, and I took my time, and I was watching Custom Reborn Doll Lady. I haven't heard from her since she's had her baby. There's somebody else has her channel name, but it's not her. So this lady is a wonderful lady. She has a whole series of how to paint reborn dolls. So I was following her program, and that's how I made Faith. And sorry, I have trouble with snaps, guys. I've had all my life problems with buttons and stuff. Part of my autism. And so I sent her photographs, and she said I did an amazing job. And I thanked her so much. And I had to go into hospital a few times, rushed to hospital because of my pulmonary embolism. And Faith was with me. I had her in the back seat. Completely forgot about her, and they told me they were going to keep me in the hospital, and I wasn't sure if I had the back seat locked, so the security guard went to get her, and everybody loved her. He brought her back in to me, and all the nurses, staff loved her and everything. And she also came with me when I had my angiogram. I had an angiogram procedure. Like, when you do your angiogram. You have to let people know that you had an angiogram when you do your stuff. So anyways, when I came home, there was a box, and there were so many beautiful kits in there, like Coco. Coco was one of them. You know, I still have a few more, but I traded lots for toddler kits because I really like the bigger babies. But these kits were they had paperwork with them, and you're talking to somebody who is new to the hobby, who didn't really know anything. Some of them were really tiny and, you know, like Faith, and I didn't have like money for cribs and stuff like that, and I traded some kits for my monkeys. I love my monkeys, please don't get me wrong. But I was scammed a little bit with the monkeys, and I said something, and that started the process of what's happened to me, was speaking up. And what happened to me after that basically destroyed anything I have that I had once. And a lot of people in the doll community has hurt me, but I'm trying. I'm really trying to find peace in myself. I still cry a lot because I miss one person a lot. But then I know what was done. So it's part loss, part grief, part anger, part loss. The loss. Loss of trust. So I have a hard time, and I'm trying really hard. And people like Caroline, who's been with me since day one, who's never faltered, who's never second guessed me, who's never believed a word, thank God, who's always been my friend. And I'm so grateful. Because I'm not like everybody else. I am a very sensitive person. And I don't lie. And she's always made sure I had even a card to open, or for my birthday or Christmas. Because I don't have anything. I don't have anybody that cares enough about me to do that. And when she sends beautiful things like this for Faith or one of my dolls, or I am so grateful because everything is so beautiful. And I try to hold on to that to keep me going in the hobby. I try really hard to keep going in the hobby and to realize that not everybody is like these people who constantly harass and bash and that there are some really good people out there. And I may say things that are like, maybe I say things wrong, you know, but I miss people and I don't know where everybody went to. and I feel lost, like I feel pain from it. So that's why my doctor thought maybe grief counseling, so I can understand what it is I'm feeling, and maybe to help move past my hurt somehow, you know, to let it go, you know. So that's what I was thinking about doing. So maybe I can enjoy my hobby again, and with little faith, you know. And I want to do more changing videos and stuff like that. And I'm really happy that YouTube took off away the thumbs down. I really am. I'm so happy for that, because now I'm hoping the trolls will leave me alone. They won't have a reason to come to my channel just to thumb me down anymore, because actually YouTube took those away. The button is still there, but the thumbs down is gone. So that makes me happy. That part of my life I don't have to see any more of those people attacking my channel every time I make a video. So that makes me happy. And I just want to say thank you and for watching, and I'm sorry for crying. But I've been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking in my head, and when you have autism, sometimes you can't get past a certain conversation or a promise. Like for me, when you make a promise, you're supposed to keep it, right? Like when you promise somebody, you're supposed to keep it. You're not supposed to say, oh, maybe next week, or maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next week. Oh, when I have this, when I have that. Oh, maybe next week. When you make a promise, I believe you. I believe you when you make a promise. I believe you when you say you're going to send me kits. I believe you when you say you want to be my friend. I believe you when you say you're going to make me a Liam girl to go with my Liam doll. Because I wanted to make twins. I wanted to have twins. I wanted to have a little girl, Liam. When you make promises to me and you lie, and you keep that lie going for months and months and months to get close to me, and you make more lies and more lies and more lies, promising me things, that you give me something to look forward to, and I am phoning my post office going, did anything come? Did anything come? And I'm making a nuisance of myself to people in my town when I'm already struggling to fit in my town for the last 15 years. And then you make it more difficult for me because I phone them and ask them if anything's coming, and I have to explain to them why I keep phoning, and I keep saying, well, maybe they lied. And then I cry because I realize that I've been played, I guess that's the word, lied to, manipulated to get close to me, to hurt me. That's what's been happening. It's been happening so many times by people in this community. And then you guys want to know why I'm such a mess? It's because these people are doing this to me. And I try to tell you and nobody believes me. But if you were here at the beginning of my channel like Caroline, you would know when and why I am like this now. And I'm trying so hard to keep going and moving on and trying to find my joy and to love my dolls again and put them on camera for you. And I know you like my doll videos because I get more views. I'm really grateful. But they also bring pain. Because everyone has a memory. Everyone has a memory. Everyone has a troll of hate. A comment that goes with my dolls. And I remember everyone. Every mean thing said about my dolls. And I shouldn't let it bother me because of who they are. But it bothers me because of the good people that I cared about so much. Doesn't understand what I went through. So I just want to say thank you for watching me. Thank you for subscribing to me. I promise I don't cry in every video. But Faith, it's just, that's what she's for. She represents the good. She represents the good. That I have to have faith that things will work out. I have to have faith that there are good people out there. And I have to have faith that I will get over my pain one day. And life will be good again. Faith means a lot to me. I have faith, and I have hope, and I have grace. Those are the names of my dolls, and they mean everything to me. The names mean a lot. And I got upset that people keep stealing the names of my dolls. Like Amberlynn, and Grace, and Faith, and Hope. And I take it very personal. Because those names are just not names to me. They mean something to me. They mean everything to me. So anyways, I just want to say thank you, Caroline. I'm sorry for this video. I'm just a really mess right now. Another week has gone by and nothing's in my mail. And I'm ready to paint. And just the lies, they never stop. People pretending to be my friend or wanting to be my friend, it never stops. So that's why I keep to myself. That I haven't been chatting to a lot of people. And I don't want anybody to take it personal, but right now it's the only way that I can cope right now. And then people that really want to be my friends will show it, and they won't just say it. And they won't lie. So, anyways, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. I will do more changing videos, I promise. I won't cry at everyone. But I just thought, since it's been a while, and more stuff has happened, I thought I should come and explain. And, you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.